When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible feet. At the 5. The Razorbacks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backward.
Oh, he's got some space. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Flips it out in the flat. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
And here comes the offense on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Manning. Dances away. On the move, he fires. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Here's the handoff. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for room. It's screen. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Green. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. This is a designed run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. Caught at the 25. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Green. Skips away from pressure. Powers through. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down.
Just plowing ahead. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You're going to get some of this with this guy, and that's okay. You live with it as an offense. He'll make some big, enormous plays for your team. But this time, man, just too much dancing. Trying to make a big play, trying to get out of the situation. Nice job by the defense corralling him and getting him on the ground.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. On the move. Creates a little space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Makes the grab. It's Russell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the counter. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Manning. Pulls it in, it's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback will keep it. The ball pops out. Bounced right back to them. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gonna let it fly. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds us back in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the single back. He's in open space downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But, again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Blake. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Russell. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That's caught. It's Baxter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game,
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Green. With the catch, it's Russell. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past this...
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The give to the left side. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans. They're